And now UEN proudly presents Cheese Cubed. 3 tasty bits of cheese knowledge in one compact package. First, it's cheese by the numbers. Today's number is 1. That's where cheese ranks in categories of goods imported to the U.S. in 2007. Like milk through a strainer, these are the ways of our cheese. In this week's segment, scientist Dr. Lynn Ogden answers your question. Why is there salt in cheese?
Well, salt is in cheese for several reasons. One of them is flavor. And if you've ever tasted cheese that is salt-free, that's young, it has almost no flavor. It's very, very bland. As cheese ages, then there's a lot of other flavors that come into it, but salt complements those flavors. Another reason that salt is in cheese is to control the undesirable bacteria. The spoilage and the pathogenic bacteria are inhibited by the salt. The bacteria that are going to go on and age the cheese are inhibited by the salt too, but they're not totally inactivated. They continue to work on the cheese even though there's salt present. Salt also, in the process of making cheese, salt helps get the whey out of the cheese, helps dehydrate the cheese and get it down to the moisture content that we desire. So salt has several purposes. Salt in cheese does vary, like in cheddar cheese, about 1.5% salt. This is feta. Feta is a Greek cheese, and it's actually, they call it pickled cheese sometimes because it swims in a salt brine while it's aging for several months, and when you eat it, it is very salty. Yes. I am Lynn Ogden, and I'm a food scientist.
And now it's time for the Queso Quiz. Test your cheese knowledge. What is brine? A tiny shrimp in the Great Salt Lake. B, a way to preserve and flavor cheese. C, both A and B. The answer is B. Brine is a saltwater solution in which some cheese are washed or dipped during cheese making. Feta is stored in brine. Cheese Cubed is a tasty bit of cheesy knowledge brought to you by Utah Education Network with support from Cache Valley Cheese, DSM Food Specialties, Schreiber Foods, Gosner Foods Incorporated, and the Western Dairy Center. Learn more at uen.org/TV.